What's up, people on YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you're having a great one. Today I thought I would bring you guys another one of these analysis type of videos. I have two of these games here. This is like silver ranking matches, so nothing too fancy here. But the first one I'll be commentating through and letting guys know what's up. And second one, I'm just letting it play and enjoy and like you guys watch it on your own. And let's get right into the first clip. I think a lot of you people can relate to the first clip that we're going to go through here because it's one of those games where your team just does not give a flying fuck about you or making things easy for you. So basically they consider your healing bot. They don't really listen to your callouts. They're not trying to help you in any way when you're getting bursted or pressured heavily. So especially the newer players are probably going to learn a thing or two here. Alright, so we're moving up the bridge here. Trying to get a good card draw. I wasn't unfortunately able to get an enhanced spear, but I get an enhanced balance to help my DPS get a kill in the beginning to get relieve pressure off of me. So that's decent enough. Paladin also uses Divine Veil Heal to get an extra shield. And you know the drill from our side. We get singular shields on people before we engage and switch into Diurnal, which is what I'm doing right here. Alright, so I see the summoner circling around the pillar to get a line of sight on me. He hasn't popped any cooldown, so I'm not too worried about whatever he's throwing my way, so I'm not even going to bother trying to purify these dots. Just going to let them tick. The Dark Knight jumps on me, stuns me. The ninja is getting a bit of damage behind the pillar, but there's only one DPS on him, so I'm not too worried about him either. Essentially, they need to start popping cooldowns to heal people up, but that wasn't as necessary as I thought it would be, as we just got a kill here. We actually get a double kill. Dark Knight still stays in, doesn't get back. I have to pick up medals here because nobody else really paid attention to them. Tried communicating to my team to retreat because there's really no point for us to be pushing right now. They don't really listen though, aside from the Bard who gets a bit back. The Summoner starts attacking him but does negligible damage, so I'm not really worried about him, just throw a heart on him. But I noticed the Dragoon and the Dark Knight switch on me right away. I go behind the wall, use a spear on myself because I know I'm probably going to have to use cooldowns. Tried using a bubble, but the stun came on me right at that moment, so I got cancelled and I didn't get the hot. I decided to start circling around the wall to get some breathing room. Swift cast heal myself. Dragoon lets off of me, only the Dark Knight on me, so I'm not too worried about healing myself. They focus on the Bard again. I try and let the Bard know because they get full swinged and they're getting dots and everything, like heavy pressure. I tried letting them know that please retreat. I don't have much to deal with this burst. But apparently that wasn't their game plan, and they just decided that I am a tank right now and I am going to face tank all this damage and you are just going to have to heal through it. So that's what I do, basically. I don't really have a choice right here. I'm spamming fall back, but they don't really listen. The Dragoon switches on me, and I managed to draw a spear at that moment, so I throw it on myself. I'll cast Swift Cast and do a drive-by Aspect Helios, get behind the wall, and stabilize my own health. Summoner also tries to get some damage on me, isn't able to get too much. Use Equanimity just to be sure that I can get my heals through right now. So I'm just trying to stabilize my own health right now since the Dragoon is still sticking on me and doing some decent damage, but I do notice the ninja starts taking some damage up in the front, so I need to move up and start healing him. I decided to use a bubble on myself, try and get the heart so I can focus on healing the ninja more right now, so I don't need to worry about myself as much. I tried signaling that please get back, but their way of getting back was behind a wall, line assigning me, so that was a bit unfortunate, giving me a bit of trouble. Bard, for some reason, is still sticking to mid and not moving back with the team, but luckily they as well realized that maybe that's not the best position to be in. So that was helpful for me. So we survived that situation. Calling time started though, so that's bad for me. If we don't get a kill here, it's gonna really strain my MP, especially since the Bard did not move at that one point, and it really drained my MP since I had to spam heal. This is, in all honesty, one of the most painful calling times that I've experienced because I'm getting no help from my team, so I have to deal with it all on my own. The enemy team is also haphazardly attacking everyone, so I have no clue who they're actually focusing. So prioritizing healing is pretty difficult right now. And I don't have many cooldowns up, so and I'm running out of MP. It's a bit tough here. I do get a nice nicely timed clemency from the paladin right here, which helps out a lot with the healing. I can just concentrate on the bard who's up at the front taking a lot of damage. I needed to move back right here, and the enemy summoner also followed me to our base at very low health. Luckily, my team noticed that, and they were able to end the culling time by me basically baiting the summoner to our base and then getting an easy kill when the summoner was out of line of sight or the healer or out of range. Luckily for me, because I was really low on MP and I couldn't have done that for a lot longer. So we just chased him back to mid and nobody's taking damage, so I decide and mark the Wolf's Heart box because it would be really helpful for me right now. But obviously our team just didn't notice it or doesn't care and they didn't attack it, so I don't actually end up getting it. The enemy melee duo switches on me, starts doing a pretty significant amount of damage. I'm pretty much out of MP, so I try and get some healing on me by using my bubble. Ended up getting the heart almost instantly, so that's good. We get a kill on their white mage, but I'm still getting a lot of focus. Dipping pretty low here. I don't really have any choice because I don't have any MP, and then I can't heal myself up, so I decided to attune with the extra strong hots on myself, so I do regain some health and we can stabilize the situation, and they need to get back since their healer is dead. So I need to get back right here, and I'm basically completely out of MP, and the Dark Knight and the Summoner are still sticking to me, but luckily I do get an enhanced bowl draw on right at the moment, right before the Summoner throws all his dots on me, and I get dotted up to the high heavens. And also my MP region comes right back off of cooldown, so I get some MP back as well and can start healing myself better. My LB also does reaches full, so I could use it, but I'm too stressed out about my MP and getting myself back in health that I don't notice it and didn't use it because that would have been super helpful at that point. I was basically just praying that my team would notice that I have a shit ton of debuffs and that they could purify me, but obviously they don't. Also get full sprint right here, which only adds to my stress, so I'm really tunneling right here. The ninja didn't apparently care to listen about the multiple fallbacks that I did when they were alone back near the enemy base, getting absolutely blasted, and they also get LB'd right here, which I can't do nothing about because I really needed to heal myself up, and they didn't care about listening, so that was really their mistake. I couldn't really do anything in that situation. So after that kill, the enemy team decided to chase us back to our base and start pressuring us. Luckily, my MP is good now, and also I get Sinistry up, so I'm able to deal with the amount of pressure that they're putting out on our Bard. Just stabilizing ourselves. I refresh hot some people, and I decided to start dragging them over to the mid to get their attention away from our base. Because it's not really good for us to be spending the rest of the match in our base because that would be really bad for me. Managed to get the Dragoon off of us at least, and he goes for the boxes in the middle. We're still back in base, kind of still getting pressure. Luckily, the enemy team gets back again, so we can move up to mid as well. Ninja started getting a bit of heavy damage right here, so I needed to heal him up. I was pretty much straight in the open, ready for a really easy swap for them. So they do take it, start bursting me. So I'm attempting to get back in our base, heal up a bit, but I was not ready for that at all. So I didn't pop light speed, didn't notice it was up, so I could have survived that situation. Once I get back up, I notice the paladin is also very low health and running up to our base, so I try and get a quick heal on him, and he also clemencies himself, so his health stabilizes quite a bit. So he survives that situation. The Bard also got up with him, so we're all here except for the ninja. I don't know why he stayed down there, but luckily he wasn't getting that much damage. I decided to jump down because I wasn't exactly sure where people were going. Luckily everyone was on the same page and also jumped down. They basically have us locked down in our base because they have a sacred prism down on the bridge, so it's not the easiest to push through. So they're in a favorable position to start pressuring us. I also noticed that there's only about 30 seconds left in the clock. So I use equanimity because I'm starting to get a bit of damage right here, so that my casts don't get interrupted. The tank uses tank limit break just nicely so that the summoner dots get applied to me with the tank LB so they don't do that much damage. I decide to purify them off of me anyway, really quick. Bard starts getting heavy burst, so I use Sinistry to stabilize his health. Just trying to spread my cooldowns as effectively during the last 20 seconds as I can. And then this caught me by surprise because I did not remember that in the latest patch they also added this sudden death mechanic where if both of the teams have a equal amount of points at the end of the match, it goes like into this 2-minute brawl where the first team that gets a kill wins, or the first team to collect medals wins, and at the end of that 2 minutes, the match will end in draw if it's still the same way, and it's basically full on cooling time the whole time. So I popped my light speed just before because I thought the match would end, and I'm not gonna need it anyway. That was a bad call because I'm really out of cooldowns right now, so it's a bit of an issue for me to start keeping people alive right here. Dragoon switches on me again, so I'm starting to take a bit of damage. I try and get some breathing room behind the wall, up and upstairs. I run down and plant my ass down in a bubble on the Bard so that I can get some hots on him, so I don't need to worry about healing him as much. Get some hots on myself as well. Starting to get some heavy damage right here and stuns as well. So it's kind of hard for me to get some heals through right here. So I decide to use LB because I'm getting full swing and there's multiple dots on me to get all of that away and also heal myself. But right at that moment, our team gets a kill on the enemy healer, collects the medals, and we win the match. I was pretty close to death there. I had like 500 health at the end before the LB hit myself. So I don't know if I would have survived that if the match hadn't ended or not. But I still had essential dignity, so I would have been fine if the LB had actually healed myself up, or healed me up before the enemy could have done any more damage to me. But yeah, all in all, this was a pretty challenging match, to be quite honest. Even though this was in the lower rankings with silver, unranked, and bronze people, but because I had no help from my own team whatsoever, they didn't listen to any of my callouts when I needed them to. They face tanked all the damage possible in the face, didn't move from any of the bursts. And the Bard also didn't see it necessary to sing Mage's Ballad or sing Mana Song for me to restore my MP when I was pretty much running on 0 MP. So yeah, I pulled through, but that was pretty tough. But yeah, let's move on to the second clip that I will not be commentating through, and you can just enjoy it in peace. And I will see you in the end of the video. Alright, so we're pretty much at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do drop a comment down below about your thoughts on this new gameplay analysis video series that I'm doing. Also, in general, just feedback and whatever you feel like commenting. Like if you liked the video, dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more in the future. I'm planning on doing like a 2 or 3 videos right now about what the other jobs and roles should know about healing and how to make it easier for your healer in Feast, how to make like healing easier. Also, a map overview of the new map, how it works, like kind of like tips and tricks in the new map. And also how I set up my HUD and UI, because I've received a lot of requests to do that type of a video. So those are kind of like what you should expect in the near future. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.